Today let's talk about one of the most useful plugins I have on my computer. It's made for metal bass tones, but it can do a lot more. The Parallax X by Neural DSP. Hi, welcome to Bass the World. My name is Gregor Fries and today I'm accompanied by my friend Lars Lehmann to demo the new updated version of the Parallax plugin, the Parallax X. Neural DSP was founded by my old pal Douglas Castro, the same guy who also founded Darkglass. He since has left his amp and pedal manufacturing days behind him. Neural is his new baby. And technically they also make a pedal, the Quad Cortex, which is the everything all-at-once solution for guitar and bass players. But this video is all about the Parallax X. Here's a preset called Spasm. In this video we will use a whole bunch of presets to show how versatile this pedal is, but first things first. Of course, the main purpose is to create modern metal sounds. Neural calls this technique divide and conquer. Your bass tone gets split or divided in three sections, lows here on the left, mids and highs on the right. Each of these channels gets treated differently. They can get individually disengaged, but if you're using the full trio, you get compression for the basses and only for the basses here. With these two you can control how far you want this to reach up the frequency spectrum. And here's the volume of this low end section. The mids get distorted, here's the gain and here's the level. Same thing happens with the highs, only that we get a high pass filter to decide at what frequency we want this channel to start. These three sections create an interesting distortion with compressed but clean basses plus mids and highs that are individually distorted. This can be useful for all kinds of styles. Here's a more old school metal sounding preset called Nice and Warm. Behind these three main sections sits a 6-band EQ, which is crucial to make this all work. These EQ settings tend to turn out much more extreme compared to what I'm used to, but that's no surprise. The sound gets bended in all directions over here, so there must be a similarly strong compensation to get it back on track. Up here we have our input gain, a gate which is super useful with these heavy distortions. Use a transpose option to in or decrease your pitch by up to 12 semitones. Here are all the presets, of course you can make your own, and here's your output volume. Now let's go even lower in gain. Here's a preset called Fat Clean. When you click on the speaker symbol up here, you get to the second screen, which is all about the capsims. The graphic shows two speakers. Up here you choose a microphone or add your own IR, and down here you can set the mic level, pan, position and distance. Or you drag these bubbles around with your mouse to find the perfect configuration. Here's a sound called Pop Bass. The Parallax X is compatible with every DAW, but you can also use it as a standalone plugin to jam on your computer. For this purpose, it also has a tuner and a metronome installed. Of course, I often reach for the Parallax when I need a modern high-gain distortion for a sound sample in our videos. But there are many more times when I'm looking for something completely different and still end up with this plugin. Sometimes I disengage all three channels and only use the fantastic sounding capsim. Sometimes I just want a little compression for the lows. With the Parallax you can do all these surgical modifications. It's extremely useful for all kinds of bass productions. Here's one more preset, it's called Arc Reactor and sounds like this. Just to clarify, we modified all these presets a little bit to make them work for Lars on my Stingray. And that's the Parallax X from Neural DSP. I will link their website in the video description below, where you can buy the thing or get a trial version if you want to check it out before committing. That's it from me. Here's a video of the Quad Cortex with a little treat I'm playing in the intro. Here's a bass shirt shop where you can get this beauty, and here's me saying bye. BassTheWorld. Wollen das jetzt alle? Ich habe jetzt nicht mitgezählt.
Ja.
Klatschen bitte.
Aber ich höre nichts.
Irgendwas ist hier so. Okay. Nochmal klatschen bitte.
Ich hätte hier noch einen, sorry.
Ja.
Dann bitte nochmal klatschen.
Ich hatte auch das Band oben. Keiner gemerkt. Ich wollte nichts sagen. Doch, du musst.
Klatschen.
Ja.
Ja.
Gut.
Wollen wir mal noch